am Phoebe Welburn, and this gourd was done by Christy Barajas. She did this beautiful bear design and cutouts, and that design actually came from a stick and burn sheet, so a stick and burn pack. And here's the design right here. Very easy to put on your gourd. It has a sticky backing, and so you just stick it onto your gourd and you wood burn right through the stick and burn sheet. So we have a product called the GloTracer, which we just came out with, and a lot went into that product. So I wanted you guys to hear a little bit about how we come up with new products and what goes into it. So Robert was the one, Robert Imbriali, he's been on our team a long time. You might not have met him because he works in a different office. He works in Carlsbad most of the time. But he was the one who masterminded this product, and I'm gonna have him tell you a little bit more about it.
Hi, I'm Robert with Welburn Gourd Farm, and I'm here to talk to you today about the Stick and Burn GloTracer, a new product we've just come out with, and early reviews are quite amazing. People are really excited about this. Now, let me explain a little bit about what this is. This is a tool that will allow you to take photos from magazines, photos from newspapers, photos from books, or even, let's say you're walking in the park and you see a really nice flower and you take a picture of it with your iPhone or your Android phone. You could take that photo, just print it off on a regular sheet of paper, and then you could use the Stick and Burn GloTracer to trace the outline of that flower in the way that you'd like, so that you can then put that design onto your gourd. Now, it's a really amazing tool. I got real excited about a year and a half ago. I found one online, and I was real excited about what it was and the possibilities of it. And then when I got it, I ordered it, I found right away it had a lot of problems. It wasn't quite ready for what we wanted to do with it. Let me give you some idea. So first of all, this is an A4 size, and A4 just means it's the European letter size, and their letter size is different than ours. This is a sheet of photocopy paper, right? This is US letter size, and if you put it on top of here, you're going to find that it's too narrow, right? And it's also much longer, so you have space on either side of it. So the aspect ratio of the ones that you find online aren't correct for what we're trying to do here. I also found that the LEDs that they use weren't of high quality, and what we were finding is it was getting dimmer as you go across the screen, and they weren't lasting very long either. And things like, they had on-off switch, but they didn't have a dimmer. I really wanted a dimmer in ours. So we went to the manufacturer and we had it custom designed, and what we created was the Stick and Burn GloTracer, which is what you're seeing here. So we're going to unbox this, and I'm going to show you how it works, and you'll really get a feel for why we think it's such a great product. So you're going to receive it in this nice little box, and the box opens quite easily. It's on the back. You just pop open the little flaps and you open the box up. And when you open the box, you're going to find a few things in here. Number one, there's an instruction sheet which sits on top of the actual tablet itself. There is a power cord, and this is just a standard USB to micro USB cord, so if you ever happen to lose it, these are available a dime a dozen at any store you go to pretty much. There's a couple of little clips in here that'll hold your artwork in place as you're doing your designs, and there's a little power brick. Now the power brick is one of those things that, again, is very interchangeable. If you happen to misplace it or not know where to find it, you can use the one that comes with your phone, your Android, your iPhone, your tablet, whatever, because it's simply, like I said, it's just USB. So you can plug in the USB cable into it, and there you have your power. Okay, let's take the tablet out of this pretty box. I hate to put this box aside. They did such a nice job on our box for us. I love it. Okay, so in here, let's go to this other camera, so I'll show it to you a little bit closer here. Here we go. So we've got some bubble wrap. You just remove that. And there is your instruction sheet. You can go through that. It just tells you the kind of the basics on how to use it. It's very simple. It's not a very complicated product. It doesn't need a computer, doesn't need any software, doesn't need any plugins. And here is your tablet, your Stick and Burn GloTracer. So really simple to use. At the top, there is the power connector, and that is the USB, micro USB, I should say. I'll just undo this here. Micro USB plugs in right at the top. And then you have power switch to turn it on and off. That's your power switch right there. Simple, right? So I'm just gonna plug this in, and we'll show you how it works. Got a little power cord here, plug it in, You can see when it's plugged in, it's got power. There's a little LED light, a blue LED light here that glows and let you know that it's got power. The switch is dimmer, so you have 3 actual settings on it, and it's just a matter of holding it. So if I click it and hold it, it just goes all the way to full power, and I could stop it halfway down, stop it again, it goes back up. So you get to choose. Sometimes when you're in a bright situation, or you're trying to trace something that was printed very heavy and very dark ink, you're going to need more light. Sometimes you don't need as much light. This is really nice because it allows you to sort of change how much light is coming through. The other thing that's really nice about it is we have high quality LEDs in here, so the lighting you can see is very even across the whole face of the tablet, and like I said, very easy to use. So let me give you some idea. We have in this package that you purchase, you're going to get both the LaserJet version of the Stick and Burn and the inkjet version of the Stick and Burn. Now, why would we give you both? Well, we'd like you to try both and decide for yourself which one you like better. You have a laser printer at home and you want to run this through a laser printer, go ahead and do that. You have an inkjet printer, you want to run this through an inkjet printer, go ahead and do that. You get to choose either one. Either one works with the Stick and Burn tracer, because the truth of the matter is it doesn't matter which one you use because you're going to be using a pen. So let me go over here to this camera and I will show you a little bit closer how you would do this. So Stick and Burn, obviously the GloTracer is on. And if I look at the sheet here, it says, this is the laser set, and it says image on the other side. So you just have to make sure that you're using the correct side. Some people will, draw or trace on the wrong side of this thing. So you just got to make sure you're using the correct side. So you start out by putting your design down, and this is just a sheet of leaves that I found online, and I just printed them out. You may only have one on a page or whatever. It doesn't have to be that fancy. Oh, I should mention too that you're seeing this little green tab here. There is a plastic coating. I'm going to turn off the GloTracer so you can see it just a second here. There is a plastic coating on here. You can remove it, or you can leave it in place. It does not affect how it works. So if you leave it in place, you have a surface that if you scratch it up a little bit, no big deal. You ever want a refresh surface, you just rip the plastic off and you got a clean surface. That's put there when they manufacture it so it doesn't get scratched when it's going through the machinery and all the rest of it. But you can see it's not scratched at all, and it is a nice protection for the surface of the GloTracer. Okay, so you take your design, you put your design on first, and then you take your Stick and Burn, making sure you're on the correct side of it, lay that on top. And I'll lay it as cleanly as I can. Then we've got these nice little clips here. And these clips just clip on the edge. And they look really small, but man, they really hold. They're really, really tightly holding this artwork on here. So it's not gonna come off. It's not gonna fall off anyway. And you would take your pen, pencil, felt tip pen, whatever you want. And you can see the designs are nice. And I could make this a little bit brighter. You can see the designs are really, really clear and very easy to see. And the other Stick and Burn's a little bit more opaque. Even I'll put it on top and you can still see more than well enough to be able to trace your designs on there. So whichever one you use, it's up to you. And you would just trace your design, and you can then cut it out and then put it onto your gourd. Now, one thing that I really want to mention here that really makes a lot of sense for people is they say, well, these Stick and Burn sheets, I don't want to print a whole sheet at once, as you have to do with a printer, right? I can't put half a sheet through a printer. I've got to put the entire sheet, which means I probably have to open up something like Photoshop or some other image manipulating software where I'm going to, try to make a page and fill it as best I can with my design. So when I print it, I've got the whole page that I can use. Otherwise, I'm wasting Stick and Burn. Well, the neat thing about the GloTracer is that you can use pieces, half sheets, corners. You could use whatever you need. If you just need, you want that little leaf over here, you take a little piece, you put it on top, and you go ahead and you trace your leaf, and you take that and stick that onto your gourd. It really becomes economical because you can make your Stick and Burn sheets go a long, long, long way. So that's the GloTracer. I am really excited about it. I've been working on it almost a year now, and the response, like I said, we've been getting is really, really fantastic, and I cannot wait for you to try it. Thanks so much for watching.